Hello everyone, my name is John Fraser, and I am doing a Let's Play of Spore. This game is one of my favorites, mostly because of its incredibly ridiculous ambition. You start off as a single-celled organism, and work your way up to grand galactic muckety-muck. In the interim, you get killed a lot and perform fetch quests. So, you got that going on. Now we choose our starting planet. Many of these I've already done, but I've still got a few unused game slots. Which planet you choose doesn't really matter. The difference is purely cosmetic. As you can see, the ocean and land color varies on planet to planet. I'm going to choose this one with red seas and teal earth because it's very unusual. Okay, so now we go to our stage selection. There are 5 different stages: cell, creature, tribal, civilization, and space, and each one is its own little mini game. Some of these games are good, some of these games are not so good. I'll let you decide which is which as we go along. I'm going to start off with cell because it's the beginning and I want to show off the whole game. Alright, so now we choose our diet, herbivore or carnivore. Doesn't really matter which because we can switch back and forth as we go along, but it does have ramifications at the very beginning, so I'm going to go with carnivore. Okay, and here's our guy. This is randomly generated. This little fellow, this asexual cell, is green and it's got a big nose. We could go back and try for a different random guy, but I don't know. I guess he's kind of cute in a disgusting sort of way. So forward we go. Normal difficulty, and now we get to name our planet. Borpheus? That's kind of funny. But now, at this point, I usually, hem and haw for like 20 minutes trying to come up with the perfect name, but I've got one already come up with in advance. No Place, because it will one day be a utopia. Okay. Opening cinematic. Zoom in on the sun, an ordinary yellow sphere in a forgettable backwoods part of the galaxy. But this one's got a difference. A meteorite or comet of some sort zooms through the sun's chromosphere in all defiance of scientific logic and crashes on a blue planet. Into its red ocean, the galactic panspermia that will one day have ramifications for dozens, nay hundreds of civilized societies. And now we move on to the suddenly blue ocean and find our guy emerging from a meteorite. Now, the reason I chose to be a carnivore is because it makes this first part a lot easier. You can go after the meat, or you can go after these guys. Now, if you had chosen to be an herbivore, you'd have to go after those little herbs there, and these little fuckers here would steal your food from you. The object of the game right now is to munch as much as possible and get fat. That really just means 10 DNA. How you're getting DNA from eating stuff, I don't know. I guess he's like some kind of bacteria or something that can absorb DNA into its own genome. Okay, so now we're big, and our goal now is to just fuck around for a while until a scripted event occurs. We're probably going to want to change from carnivore to herbivore. Oh, here we go. This little guy is not long for this world, and yep, there we go. It's introducing us to a gameplay mechanic. If you see a guy with an interesting body part, you can kill him and steal his body part. Or if something else kills him, you can swoop in and steal the body part. Now, what good is having an additional body part, you may ask? I'm assuming that you're asking. Well, let's gather a little more DNA and I'll show you. Suddenly, they're much faster. Okay, 13. Nope, we need 2 more. Grind, grind, grind. And see, this is why being a carnivore kind of sucks. It's because meat is rarer the farther you're going. Okay, we've got 15 DNA now. That'll pop up. Okay. Now we call our mate. I guess we are not an asexual creature. We require another guy to mate with and produce some kind of gamete there. Okay, but we are in the cell creator now, and we can do a variety of things in the cell creator. We can add our spikes, as we saw before. That would use up 10 of our DNA, but we're not going to do that. We can change our mouth. We can alter ourselves, give ourselves a bulbous nose, or make ourselves real skinny. What I'm doing is scrolling the mouse wheel here. Okay, I'm going to take away our eyes to show off a thing that happens. Then I'm going to give ourselves a jaw and a filter mouth so we can be omnivores. And we have 5 left, which would be enough for eyes. But, okay, paint. Now we can choose what our little guy looks like. Stripe, spot, other kind of spot, scaly. Like these guys, spots, or some sort of luminous undersea parasite. Okay, and then we can change the color too, but I like this purple, so we're going to go with that. Okay, now we get to name our species. We'll call it, Plaicus exempla. And then we could write a description. This is pure vanity. A gregarious fellow who likes to show off. Okay. And now we are born in our 2nd generation and not at all realistically evolved creature. Okay, so you can see our view has changed. But now, the advantage of being an omnivore and having 2 mouths is that anything we run into, we can eat. Oh, yeah, you're gonna steal my food? You are food. Okay. So, oh, wait. 10 DNA, and oh no, I thought it was gonna be our 10th. Anyway, the cell stage is basically, friggin' thing, okay, is basically us moving around and, oh, you can see in the background a big orange blob there. That is a creature we will one day encounter. Okay, so the cell stage is swimming around, avoiding being eaten, and just trying to get as much stuff as you can. I enjoy it because I find it relaxing, but I imagine that you are probably not going to enjoy watching me swim around for a half hour. So, oh wait, okay, oh, there's another part. These red lines mean this guy wants to kill us, so let's try and get away from there. See if, oh, okay, actually, this is the difficulty here, the trade-off, balance between survival and competence. But luckily, we have ourselves a big all to ourselves. But the advantage of being an herbivore, of course, or an omnivore, is you can eat whatever you want. Alright. 20? Yep, 20. Time to mate again. We are not asexual, we're bisexual. Sexless. Okay. Now we could give ourselves eyes now, but we don't really need them. Because what is there to see? So instead, we're going to give ourselves spikes. Spikes are the most valuable mutation in the early game, and I will show you why in our next video. So, until then, ta-ta.